Now today we will discuss on operators. So what are operators? If suppose I have two variables, whatever I am writing in between these two operators, two variables. These variables are also known as operands. OPERANDS, operands, right? So whatever you are writing in between these operators, not before. Suppose I have two variables, I am writing minus this, not this one, right? So if I whatever I am writing in between this, before this is also a operator, in between this is also a operator. So these operators are used when you want to evaluate something by with the help of these two variables, operands. So whatever you are typing in between it, minus, plus, multiplication, division, resulting, divide, modulus, so these are all are the operators. So in the operators we have basically seven operators: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So you all should keep it in your mind. First one is the arithmetic operator. Second is the, you can say, the assignment operator. Third one is a relation, where we can find the relation between the two variables. The logical, next one is the logical operator. Then is the increment operator, increment or decrement operator. Then conditional operator, where the conditional operators. Then there is a bitwise operator. So most of the books you can find these seven operators. Most probably you will find the five operators: the arithmetic, assignment, relational, logical, and bitwise. Because in some books they will show you the basic one, are the five. Other you can use, we are using these operators also, fifth and sixth also, but in some books they will write this separately. So you, what you have to do is, you should keep it in your mind, the whole operators, right? So let's start with the arithmetic operator. So arithmetic means arithmetic operations. So let's see what is the arithmetic operators, where we will use plus, minus, multiplication, division, and modulus. So what is that? If I say a plus b, a minus b, a multiplication of b, a divided by b, a modulus of b. These are the operators. So what exactly it works like? So see here. So here, area equals to length multiplication of width. You can see here the result is 50. If you will type here plus, it will show you 15. Then minus. So this is the arithmetic operator that you have used. Or you can write this line without using the third variable also, directly inside this. Instead of area, you can directly write here also, like it's a length, whatever the operation you want to perform, plus width. So it will also work like that. It's the result is 15. Now you have completed the arithmetic operators. So this is an example of the arithmetic operators. So what will be the example of the result for this? What is the value of the result variable? Now here one thing you should keep it in your mind. There is a difference between divide and modulus. The difference is, if I say 4 divided by 2, right, the result will be to the 4. The result will be this one, question 1. If you will say 4 modulus of 2, it means the result will be 0. This is the difference. It shows you there is a divisor, dividend and quotient, and here is a remainder. So it will show you this one, and modulus sign will show you the remainder. So here it say 12 divided by 5, so it means the result will be 2. Got it? So let's see in over here if you want to do an example of it. So you can directly type here also. So if I say 4 divided by 2, the result should be 2, right? So if I say here modulus sign, so the result will be 0. See here. So here is over, and the next will be the relational operator. So before that I will show you what is the assignment operator. So assignment operator is what? Where the equals to sign is there. Whatever you have learnt in the arithmetic operators, plus, minus, multiplication, divide, and if you type equals to with these 5 operators, it will be the assignment operator. Simple equals to, plus equals to, minus equals to, multiplication equals to, divide equals to, and modulus equals to. Not double equals to. It is not an operation, it is a comparison operator. So don't do this in the assignment operation. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, you have 6 operators in assignment, and you have 5 operators in arithmetic operators. So see here, what is the what are the arithmetic operators, sorry, assignment operators. So see here, x equals to 2. Okay, then if I say x equals to 2, what exactly to do? I am saying I have a variable, and inside this box I have a value 2. Okay, then next I say x plus equals to 1. This, if I say x equals to x plus 1, and if I say x plus equals to 1, both have the same meaning. Okay, but most of the time in programming we use this one. You can also write like this, and you can also write like this. So both have the same meaning. So what exactly it do is, if I say the next operation is x plus 1, so I have a 2 value, so 2 plus 1 is 3. Now it replaces the value of 2 with 3. Now the latest value I have a 3. After that it say x minus 1, the latest value I have inside the x is 3. Now 3 minus 1 is 2. Now the latest value I have 2. After that the operation is changed, 2 multiplied by 3, then the value of the x is changed again, the value is 6. So now this 6 is divided by the 2, so 2 3 is 6, we have the quotient value, the 3. So the latest value inside the memory of x is 3. So 3 divisible of 2, which means I need the remainder is 1. After that I will apply this one, this expression. See here, what does this expression exactly mean? This expression mean x equals to x plus equals to 3 multiplied by 2. The previous value of x I have a 1. So it is, the meaning of this is also like this, 3 multiplied by 2. So here is 1 plus 3 multiplied by 2. So plus and multiplication both having the which one is the higher priority of the operator? The multiplication is having the higher priority, so it will execute first. So 1 plus 6, the answer is 7. So we will do the later, but how we will come to know that which operator will run first. Done. So this is the assignment operator. Assignment, after the assignment operator, we have a relational operator. We have relational operators. So what is the relational operator? See here, relational means where we are comparing two operators, operands. The relational operator checks the relationship between the two operands. If the relation is true, it returns 1. If the relation is false, it returns 0. So see here. So the relation checking. So we have inside the relational operator, we have equal equals to. If you will say, ma'am, what is difference between equals to and double equals to? This equals to means assignment operator. This is assignment operator. It means I have this operator and I am passing this value inside it. I am storing a value of 1 inside the variable. So this is the assigning something. If you want to assign something to inside the variable, we will use equals to. And what is the meaning of equals to? It means double equals to means, suppose inside here I have this value. Now if I say if a equals to 3, it means I have some value that is outside sitting out, is something which is outside. I want to compare that. Does this a variable does it equals to this value? So here the condition is false. It means the result will be 0. So if I say a is equals to 2, then you will say inside a, yes, I have a 2 value. So does it equals to 2? Yes, it is equivalent. So the result will be 1, which means true. So that's why equals to is the relational operator which checks that what is the relation between the two operands, that it should be true or false. Done. This is the first operation. Again, inside the relational operator, we have 5 further operators. See, in arithmetic, we have 5 operations. In assignment, we have 6 operations. In the relational, we have again 5 operations. What are that 5 operations? Equals to, greater than, then greater than equals to, less than equals to, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And last one is not equals to. Not equals to. Then sixth one is this. Let me check that I am right or wrong. Yes. Equals to, not equals to, greater than, greater than equals to, less than equals to. So where it is exactly used? So this is an example. You can find this example in the GitHub account I have shared. So we check that. See here, I'm directly checking over here. What will be the result? It should be in the 0 or 1 form. Let it see a equals to b. Then I will say a is greater than b. Then a is not equals to, you can type this inside some variable also or directly 0. Let me check what will be the output. So in the first condition of a equals to b, the result should be 0 in here. Double slash is used for the comments, which it doesn't mean anything. Over here, yes, it is greater than, it means the result will be 1. And in last, a is not equals to 0, the condition is true, then again the result will be 1. So 0, 1, 1, the result will be, see here. So this is the meaning of the relational operator. Now the next is the logical operator. What is the meaning of logical operator? Logical means like the logical gates we have. AND gate, this is the AND one. Or gate, NOT gate. So we have these three logical operators. As you know, in AND, 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1, what will be the result inside the AND? It is a multiplication, so the result only be true if the both conditions are true. Got it? Inside the, this is the truth table of a AND. And if it will be OR, in OR, it actually adds 0 1 1 1. It means if any of them is true, then the result will be true. And in NOT, but exactly if the result is 0, NOT of 0 is 1, NOT of 1 is 0. So this is the logical operator. Let we check that. See here. So it's a comparison. We will do this inside the if statement properly, right? So let we do the another operator, which is the bitwise operator. So what exactly the you can say the bitwise operator do? Bitwise means, see here, bit means a single operator which is gates. See here. So suppose I have a which is 60. You should convert this with the bits, and we have 13. If I say a bit of, sorry, a and of b, it means I am adding these two bits. This means this is not comparison. The result is not in true and false. The result is, if I say this is 2, then this is 2 of AND. So what will be the bit of 2 is uh, so we can say to the power 0, to the power 1, right? So it will be like 1 0, suppose 1 0 1 0. Now I have to do this by AND 1 0 and 1 0. Now I applied this AND. So inside the AND is multiplication, so the result will be 2. So see here, if I say AND of this, the result will be 0. Then here and here you can see 0 and 1, 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 1 1. Again all the bits are 0. So if I try to convert this, what will be the result? You can convert it. So to the power 0, to the power 1, to the power 2, to the power 3. So to the power 2 is 4, 8, 8 plus 4. So the answer is the 12. So this is how we use the bits. So this is also example which is properly given in this link. You can check it out. Okay. So let me use this also. This is a good example. So see here, if I try to apply here, I'm just showing you the one example of that. So I have A and of B. It means 6 plus 4. But through bits, I don't know what will be the answer. So let's see A plus B is what. Okay, the problem is A plus B. Let me do this with A of A or B also. A or B. 4 and 6. The answer for the first is 4 and the next will be 6. So how exactly it works? First you convert the 6 through with the bits and then write just down to that 6 is 4. Then apply the AND operation, AND truth table and OR truth table. Then it will execute that. So it's over. I think increment and decrement operators are left. So what is the increment operator? This is the increment operator, this is the decrement operator. If you will say, man, what is the difference between this plus means if either you will write this the operator with variable before that, which means it is a positive value and unary operator, right? Unary operator means a single operator that you will type it after before the variable, and you can also write like this. So if you will say plus plus, it means you are automatically incrementing it by 1. So this means incrementing by 1, this means decrementing by 1. So that's why we use the increment and decrement operator. So see here, here is a increment and decrement operator. Adding 1 to a variable can be done with the increment operator by using typing plus plus. So how exactly it works? Let's see from this example. See here, x equals to 3, then x minus minus. This is the comment. I will tell you later how you can type the comments, right? I'm just giving all lines as a comment inside it, which means there is a no meaning for the compiler. Right, so the grayish shadow means the complete multiple lines I want to give it as a comment, which is not readable by the compiler, hidden type. So see here, the result is 3. So how exactly it works? Why the value is not decremented? If I, instead of this, if I placed here minus minus z, then the value will be 2. Got it? So if I try to write here is z minus minus, the value is again 3. It will not 2. Why? What does it mean? It means, suppose I have a variable, inside that I have given there 3. If I say x minus minus, what is the value of, z is 3. Now I am decrementing it. But at the present state, I have the value of 3. So that's why it's showing you this. If you will recall that, if you will reuse it, I mean, if you will, you want to see the value of z, now it will be, I think, 2. Yes, because the value is not entered inside that box. So increment and decrement we will do later. Maybe you get confused from this. So just keep it in your mind. If you type in any operator, increment or decrement, in front of the front of the operand, then it will do the operation. It will automatically plus it. So see here with the same example. Suppose if I have x z equals to 3. If I say plus plus z, now it is automatically incrementing and putting the latest value inside the z as 4. Because what I do there is, when 3 come there, it means you have to do what? Increment the z. First it incremented. Before the operation, it automatically incremented z, means 3 plus 1, that is 4, and putting the value inside the z. If you will say z plus plus, the z is 3, then you are saying plus plus. But if you use after that, you will use a z after this operation, then it will be 4. Otherwise, at if you are putting the this thing inside some variable, the value exactly it takes is the 3. It will not do that operation inside this box. So बॉक्स आपका पहले है, पहले इंक्रीमेंट होकर आ रहा है, तो इजीली हो जाता है ये. तो ये वाले इंक्रीमेंट होकर बॉक्स में डला है. अगर आप बाद में इंक्रीमेंट करते हो बॉक्स के बाद, तो वैल्यू तो उसके अंदर 3 पड़ी है, तो 3 ही रहेगी, इंक्रीमेंट होकर पड़ी है. जब उस बॉक्स को आप दोबारा रिकॉल करोगे, तो उसको पता है कि मेरे पर ये ऑपरेशन अप्लाई हुआ है, तो वो 4 दे देगा. So maybe you will get confused with that. I will give you some more example to clear for this concept, increment and decrement. So now you have to keep it in your mind. That is the operators, and the last operator is the conditional operator. See here, conditional operator means question mark and colon. It works as a if statement. As in if statement, I say if the expression is true, then it will automatically do the next line operation. Otherwise, it will do this body operation. Got it? So in same conditional operator, if I say A is greater than B, the expression you have to type here, then question mark. If I say A colon B, it means if this condition get true, the true result will go there. If the condition is false, then it will store the value inside this variable. So just leave this also, we will do it later. This is also the concept of a which is you can say somewhere equivalent to the if statement also.